What's going on? What's been going on this week?
Fuck all, bro. Just everyone's either been cancelling or like they've just been dead. Standard. Always happens. I thought it was too good to be true when I was super busy right the way through November. And like early December, it started to be like, fuck, is it gonna die down? And then yeah, it died down this week. Boom, just hit. Or last week it died down proper.
Mm. Everyone just goes chill mode.
I don't think it's everyone goes chill mode. I think it's Christmas. I think Christmas fucking puts too much pressure on people. And then they can't sort of commit to things that they want to because they know that they're going to end up having to pay for Christmas presents and stupid shit like that.
I don't know. I go relaxation mode at the end of the year. When Christmas is coming up, I'm like, I should stop work an hour early, watch a Christmas film, you know.
Yeah,
Hu-
I'm, I,
Huddle up under a
yeah,
blanket,
I know what you mean. I do as well, especially for
have a cup of
for
tea.
me for my whole life. Christmas time for me was when I started game was when I would game. So
Mm.
around Christmas time is when I'll through most of the back end of summer, I'm thinking about what game is going to get me through the winter.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's Battlefield 6,
Battlefield 6.
and I fucking love it.
I think I might get into
Yeah, it's wicked.
gaming. Do you game, Emile?
I actually
That,
used to, but I don't have the time for it anymore. And
Mm.
I also have to be honest, there's not that many games that I can really get into anymore. Like if I get into it, I'm like, in the story and you feel part of it, then it's awesome. But when you don't really get like the feel,
gaming's not like that.
when you don't get into that flow
It's not
thing,
like
it's
yeah.
it's then I don't know, then you're just like going through the story and you're like, nah, why am I doing this? you know?
What do you what do you mean? If you don't feel this,
Ga- gaming changed, man. Back in like the late 90s, I'd say 2020s to 2010s, gaming was heavily story mode driven.
Yeah,
You get involved in a character, you play it for like 70 odd hours,
yeah,
and you
exactly.
go through this mad journey.
Yeah,
They do still have games like that, but they're nowhere near the standard because the money's not put into them. The money
yeah.
now is put into everything else, like
The
so,
open world stuff,
like
right?
everything follows a trend. It's everything that's quick. I want it now, quick, quick, like Battlefield. I can stick
Yeah,
because I used to be like Emile. I play for games like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, and those, and I would get right into them.
yeah,
But
exactly.
all of those games now are poorer quality. They don't have the same stories that they used to. No one cares for them anymore. Everything now is all quick attention span grabbing stuff. So like something like Battlefield or Fortnite or something like that, you can just stick it on, play a quick game, kill a few people, don't have to think
Exactly.
about much other than being in the zone for that brief period of set, and then you come out again.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I don't like that. And I feel like the games with a storyline are kind of it's kind maybe it's just like with movies that like the first movie is always the best, and then there's a second movie that's still quite good. But then when you get like to the third, the fourth, and the fifth sequel, they are starting to milk the thing out. And
except
the
Well,
only part where it wasn't the case was Final Fantasy, I guess. But
yeah, I'd agree. And I think that Assassin's Creed could have gone that way had their developers not tried to please everyone. Because Assassin's Creed was never supposed to be for everyone. It was supposed to be for people that like historically accurate things.
yeah,
And as time went on, they started like take for instance the last one that they did with the Egyptian pyramids and stuff. Now, in old Assassin's Creed, they would have just had you against like a real story around that time, Julius Caesar, whatnot. Then they
yeah,
started to bring in things like you've got to go and kill the dead risen pharaohs, and you're having a battle with Tutankhamun and stuff.
Yeah,
And when they started bringing stuff like that into it, I feel like true Assassin's Creed fans were just like, "This is shit."
yeah,
Like it, I want to feel like I've gone back in time to history, and I'm now a part of history. That was what was the
yeah,
beautiful thing of Assassin's Creed,
yeah,
and they took
exactly.
that away by adding too much fantasy into it.
Yeah,
And now with the new one, for the first time ever, they said they was going to make a historical character, and they did it in because people for years were like, please do feudal Japan. We want to see feudal Japan in Assassin's Creed. And all the Assassin's Creed game devs were like, no, it will never work. They finally do it, and they're like, we're going to actually use historical characters. Now, if you're going to do that, your first person is Miyamoto Musashi. Yeah. That's the first person you would go to because
yeah,
he's the greatest samurai that ever lived. He wrote the Book of
yeah,
Five Rings, which is a philosopher's book that everyone knows. He lived through every single battle of the samurai period and survived. He was the greatest samurai warrior ever. He won battles beating people with oars on a boat. Like
yeah.
so, you do it about him, but they did it about a fictional character called Yasuke, who's mostly used in animes. And there's so much ambiguity around his actual historical accuracy. Like he never was a samurai, but they make him a samurai in the game.
Mm,
You know.
yeah,
So and that's where they lost a lot of people's interest with it.
I get that. It's kind of anyway. Just so you know, right now I haven't gamed in like I guess maybe like 2 years or something.
Yeah.
But it's mainly due to stuff like this that I'm not really I very much like story games, and if there's not a good story, then I'm not getting into it. And like I think the last game I've actually played with a lot of fun was I like horror games a lot. Was Resident Evil the latest one, which I actually thought was quite cool story wise.
Was
And
that the village?
yeah, yeah, I
I
kind of
never
like.
played that. It was good though. It looked good.
Yeah, yeah, it was really cool, and I really like that one. But all the other stuff, I just can't really get into it. So yeah, that's it. But John, what do you play then?
Never owned a PlayStation or an Xbox or anything.
Oh, you
He
don't play
says
games.
that he's got a Switch.
Switch.
I got a Nintendo
You're from
Switch
like
now.
Mario Kart and stuff, which is just fun with
Yeah,
friends.
maybe once a year, Christmas time, might pop it out next week, bit of Mario Kart. Whoop, whoop,
Mate, that is
whoop.
Christmas right there. Mario Kart is Christmas.
Yeah. I do have Pokemon on it, but I played it for like a couple of weeks and then I was just like, can't be bothered.
You
I
should get the
no,
Dragon Ball Z one. I don't know if it's a good game, but
There's
yeah,
loads of them.
I don't actually know. But that's what the conversation I was bringing up. I was like, I think I might get not necessarily get into gaming like deep, but I might in a few months get a console and just I don't know,
give it a try.
couple times a month, just chill out and do some games just to try. But honestly, I was never really a gamer, although I do like games. So like whenever I'm like around Sammy, he's like, you got the new Tekken, didn't you?
Yeah.
And like we had a crack at that, and I loved that. I used to play Tekken when I was like young,
Yeah, me too.
with
Yeah,
my brothers and stuff. But that's because two of my brothers were gamers, so I would game with them. But if whenever I'm like left by myself, I don't game. But I do
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I get it, man. I get it.
I used to
Like
just like,
100%, this influenced you into becoming a bodybuilder, Tekken. And
what's
I
that?
think it did to me, man. Like
Tekken.
Tekken influencing you into becoming a bodybuilder, like
I'm
Yeah.
older, so I feel
physique and like
extreme.
Jin Kazama's physique and
I mean, you grow
what?
up through the 90s and everyone in your like
Yeah, in your
young, you're impressionable. And in
everything
the
you
90s,
see.
everyone was jacked.
Yeah,
Acting Man, they're all fucking jacked. Everyone
It
in the
was
90s was jacked. All the
it's
action figures.
fallout from
Yeah.
the 80s, wasn't it? There's the fallout from the 80s. The 80s spilled into the 90s.
yeah, true,
I feel
true.
like the 90s is where it went,
Peak, peak.
yeah, where it went bigger than everything and everyone was jacked.
Although I have to say though, if you, for example, if you're gonna look up Stallone in Rambo right now, he's actually not even that big, man.
No, he's not.
Like or
That is
Jean-Claude Van Damme, when
crazy.
I used to watch him, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's fucking ripped, but he's not really big. But
He wouldn't make me
None,
speak.
none of them are as ripped as you think they are, except Stallone in Rocky Four, who was
Yeah, fucking
fucking
peeled.
killed in Rocky Four.
And he
And
had,
have you ever seen? Have you ever seen what was the film that Stallone done with Sharon Stone, where he had her in the shower? And it was like a well raunchy. I think it was called The Specialist, where he's a bombs
Yeah, like a
expert.
bomb tech. Yeah,
There's a shower scene in there, bro, and like they're both arse naked, and Stallone is fucking peeled
peeled. Yeah, like the abs are
in
like.
in that shower scene. Like his arse is out, and he's got like he's peeled in it.
he did look pretty lean.
Epic.
This is the line, yeah. He did look pretty good.
Yeah, man. It's he actually
You
even
see him when
has
he's
got
doing
quite
the
some
shoulder
legs as well.
What's
Honestly.
that?
when he's doing the shoulder press with them all in the car, and you just see bits of his body on the inside of his arms, like all the blood vessels and fucking veins and shit. Yeah, but it's actually when he stretches up into it, and you see how fucking ripped he was.
Yeah. Fucking love Stallone.
Stallone was a G, mate.
Hearts on fire.
I was actually a Stallone guy way before I was an Arnie guy.
I was a Rocky dude more than a Arnold dude. I actually wasn't introduced to Arnold until I don't know. I was just a little bit older. Like I didn't actually watch
Yeah,
Terminator films when I was young. I mean,
same.
Terminator were like eight. Were they the late 80s when they came out?
84, I think, was the first one, was it not? Or 86? No, 86 might have been
Yeah.
Terminator 1.
So I definitely like as my idol. I definitely grew up with Balboa and the Rocky films, and then I watched Terminator when I was a little bit older.
Have you not watched any? You haven't watched any of the new Stranger Things, have you?
No, and I don't want to know anything. I'm saving it until the New Year's.
It's so fucking good, man.
No, I don't want to know. Have you watched Stranger? Do you watch Stranger Things, Emile? Have you seen it?
I've seen the first season, I think. I've actually no, is Kai Green in the second season?
Yeah,
Kai
season.
Green's in season 3, I thought, wasn't
Oh, really? I think I've literally watched up to like seeing Kai Green get introduced, and then pretty much me and my girlfriend back then
he?
we broke
He
watch it.
was so relevant in the film.
He's so relevant.
He was so relevant. He just didn't even need to be there.
Well, he's just an extra. It's only because you know who he is when
No,
he's
but like
irrelevant. Because you think he should be irrelevant. You think he's
I
relevant,
think it's
but
because of my understanding of what it takes to be that big. And I'm looking at a bunch of misfits running around in a van, and I'm thinking,
running around an elite
He's
athlete.
not one of them.
like, there's no way a guy would be able to sustain a physique like that, just knocking around with a group of misfits, missing all of his meals, not taking his steroids, or going to the gym. There's no way he wouldn't have the time. They'd be like, "We're going to go on a mission to fight the demigorgons." He's like, oh, "No, right, let me just
I'm
bring my
eating
top."
6 meals a day, and
Yeah, I just got to prep my fucking Tupperware, and well, can we stop off at a gym as well?
I
It's a
fucking love this idea. And he's like, every 2 hours, he's like, "I'm sorry, guys, you keep
yeah,
fighting. I'm just going to eat a meal right now."
yeah. That's what threw it for me, because I was just like, he just don't belong here. He just don't. It was nothing to do with like it was Kai Green or anything. It was just the lifestyle of what it would take to be as big as he was. Just did not
It
match up with the
didn't
story.
didn't fit the storyline. He's meant to be fucking
No.
homeless.
Yeah, yeah. He's meant to be homeless, and he's absolutely fucking like 300 pounds shredded.
I
It
love it.
doesn't. You've actually just ruined that season for me. It doesn't make sense.
It is retarded, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It is.
But I'm
Fucking funny.
excited to watch season 5 because I had never seen Stranger Things up until I think I watched it through. I started watching it actually when I got back from the Olympia. When I got back from the Olympia, Han went to the UK for about 4 days, and it was just me. So I decided to sort of just laptop work and just chill, and then Stranger Things. I see Stranger Things come up, and I was like, let me try this. And then yeah, and then I just watched a couple episodes each evening, and I was like, this is actually pretty banging. I don't know why it took me so long to get on it. It's
It is awesome. It
definitely.
is awesome.
I didn't realize it was like that, like all like fucking monsters and shit like that. I thought it was like
The
a drama,
Demogorgon.
like just like a drama with kids in it or something.
Nah, Stranger Things. The thing I like about Stranger Things, it brings me back to like them Goonies vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The
And like they do it so well, where everyone's wearing 80s clothes and they've got the old wide phones stuck to the wall, and the kids are using walkie talkies and stuff, and like all the foods are like they even got the old school Pringle wrappers from like the 80s, like, and put them in there. Like they went so far and above to make it all look like brilliant.
Spot on, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great. And the last episode of the new ones, episode 4 of the new ones, is like, like it's
I don't know.
big. It's big. I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying you are literally going to be like,
I'm um I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. But
it's so good.
we'll see.
If I was to rank them, I'd say like season 1 was like an A. Season 2 was like B plus. Season 3 was like C. It was a bit season 3, and
Mm,
then season 4 was just the best one. And I think season 5 could be as good, if not better, than season 4.
mm.
I think season 5, the final one, might be actually the best season. If anyone's not watched Stranger Things, if you can get through season 3, you're in for a treat. If you can understand it, if you can understand
That's
it,
where I pretty much probably got cut off.
yeah.
That's literally where Emile stopped.
Yeah,
If you can
it is push
understand that
through, man.
if you can understand that season 3 kind of hits a lull, it's still not bad, because if you think of season 3, it's when season 3 was when do you know Max's brother
Yeah,
is like starts turning
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like that one. If you can understand that, like, it takes a bit of a dip on season 3, then yeah, it's wicked. I love it.
Mm.
I'm just pissed now that I've got to wait till the 26th of December to watch the rest of them. I'm like, I've just binged.
That's why I didn't watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it till
Yeah,
after New Year's.
I wish
Wait.
I'd have done that.
They got you by the balls.
Yeah, fuck you, Netflix.
Netflix just bought Warner Brothers.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
you've not seen that.
No.
So they own Mortal Kombat now.
They own Mortal Kombat, they own Matrix, they own Harry Potter, they own DC Comics now, they own the Looney Tunes, they own
They
Cartoon
literally
Network.
they bought the company, right? Not like the license for their films and stuff. It's
They
It
bought
comes
literally
with it.
they
It's
bought
like when
Warner
Disney bought
Brothers.
Star Wars, you get everything that comes with Lucas Films,
Yeah.
didn't you?
They bought Warner Brothers and everything that comes with it.
They own Bugs Bunny, deep, 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 deep,
Yeah, yeah.
and Porky
Eight,
Pig.
apparently it was a 82 billion pound deal. There was like Amazon Prime was bidding for it, Netflix and
Are they
some
worth that much?
what Warner Brothers.
Because like Lucas Films was bought for 2.2 billion, I believe.
Isn't Lucas just Star Wars though?
No, Star Wars, Willow, Indiana Jones.
Uh,
Um, yeah, there's a
can't be
few.
nowhere near Warner Brothers though. Warner's made the
yeah.
Looney Tunes, bro.
Space
Yeah, but
Jam,
Star
Looney
Wars,
Tunes,
bro.
Harry Potter.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
right. Fair enough. Yeah.
That's fucking
And all
ridiculous.
of the I don't know,
Potter.
does that mean the books come underneath?
No, J.K.
Oh, that's
Rowling will still have them.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
I guess
that's mad though. 86 billion, mate.
yeah. It's
Shows you how much Netflix are balling, doesn't it? 86 billion.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Just when,
No, they first went like, all right, everyone that's on someone else's account cannot go into someone else's account anymore. So they will
yeah,
pay, and then we can buy Warner Brothers.
yeah.
That was probably the scheme. Yeah.
they also own Friends now. Friends.
Oh shit! That alone, the catalog for Friends is alone worth
Yeah.
multi-million.
They
Yeah.
also own Sex and the City, which I'm not a fan
Oh
of, but
mate,
that's a big one.
shit!
Yeah.
That's huge as well.
They own Game of Thrones now.
Yeah. Game of Thrones was worth saying until the last season.
Well, it's still
They
big,
they
like they own all of that now.
they fucked that series up so bad.
It's yeah, it's crazy. 82.7 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Mad, mate. Madness.
That's a lot of money.
They're taking over the world.
There must be like some of the must be that company must be richer than like almost as rich as some of the richest men in the world.
I think,
What's Elon worth? Elon's worth like 300 billion,
four,
isn't
I think it's like 500 billion now. It's going up.
he? Elon just sits back and just goes, ah.
No, Elon works like a dog.
I know he does, I know he does. But if he wanted to, he could.
Yeah.
But like
A
I
man, the
I
man who earns
genuinely
that much
think
money, he is not money motivated, man.
I genuinely think if I was Elon Musk, I would freak out. If you just plonked that much money in my bank account tomorrow, I would fucking go crazy. I think I would freak out.
He wouldn't.
I would
He wouldn't have hundreds of billions in his bank account. It would be tied up in assets,
his
investments.
assets and stuff, but I bet you he's got a few hundred billion
Well,
in his
well,
fucking bank
well.
account.
Let's say this, Emile. You wake up tomorrow. You're Elon Musk. What do you do for the day?
Cry.
How do you what? How do you do? How do you do that?
No, man. I think that's Mike. That's crazy.
You
It
won't.
Honestly,
freaks you out.
Let me give you some context. Yeah, you got to run the day like Elon.
no,
You
but like, wait. Am I like literally Elon Musk? Like, I own his companies, or I just his
yes,
network?
yes.
No,
Tomorrow you are Elon Musk. Tomorrow, so
yeah,
you
that's fucking crazy, man. You wake up fucking early. You have like a million mails that you need to answer before you get out of bed, probably.
do you
You
think
answer them in bed, but you do it like with super short, like yes, no. And you
is that
forward
what
like
you
a
mean?
million things, to all these people in your teams. Then you get probably picked up by your chauffeur, and you go to a meeting, and then you get briefed for
He
that
doesn't.
meeting by someone else.
He drives a Tesla.
Yeah, but I don't think he drives it himself, right? Or he does.
Well, so he lives. His main little house is a small house. I think it's on the same land that the SpaceX station is
It's like
operating.
only.
Some private land.
So he pretty much drives to the factory, probably while driving, get like called like 20 times and briefed on like 40 meetings you have that day. And then it's just, I believe it's just on the clock. I think otherwise you're not doing that, man. You're probably on the clock, like literally 15 minutes meetings, and it's just 15-minute meetings up until probably like 4 or something. And then there's
Yeah.
like the rest of that until midnight is probably just strategizing new shit for the next day. And
Uh,
that's
I
what
don't, I don't think he runs the day like that at all.
I
I'd
think so. I
say,
actually think I saw a video of it where he literally has like everything on the clock, like check, 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 check.
yeah, he obviously knows what he's got to do every day. But I wouldn't imagine he'll wake up to like loads of people like fucking frantically message him. I reckon he must have.
No, because you outsource that shit, bro. If you
Yeah,
got
but
that
I
much,
do
if you got
think
that
that
much
people
money,
he outsources to are still reaching out. And he
But
yeah,
needs to be updated,
but
right? He needs to get knowledge.
remember, a
if
lot of
you
his
think back,
businesses will run
you'll
by themselves. He wouldn't
yeah,
have to be at the business for it to run. So I don't know if
no.
it would just be what is his priority. Right. I don't even know.
Honestly,
I don't even
honestly,
know.
I
I can't.
know, I know, like I've seen a day in the life of Mark Cuban. I know Mark Cuban obviously isn't as rich as Elon, but he's also ridiculously rich and has like a lot of companies. And he wakes up to 700 emails every day. And
I think Elon's got it on lock. I don't think he's waking up 700 emails.
and
I
he
don't,
finishes those emails before he gets out of bed.
no way.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That is crazy.
I reckon if you put me in Elon's shoes, you got that much money. That other people are sorting that shit out, and
He's
I
on
speak to them.
he's
And
on
there's not,
podcasts all the fucking time.
yeah, that's what I mean. He can't be that busy. He's always on podcasts, and he's always stirring up shit on X as well.
Yeah, true
You
that.
can he's got that to the point where now he doesn't have to do as much.
Maybe I think you guys are right. Maybe
I
if you
think
would
he
go back like 10 years, then that was his life.
for
And
sure.
now, yeah, yeah.
Because he runs fucking SpaceX, Tesla.
Tesla.
Tesla,
He's got a hand in Neuralink.
X,
What's that?
X.
Oh yeah, X, Grok.
He obviously has a lot of smaller businesses invested as
Well,
well.
all of these things have branches underneath it. He's got the Boring Company, which is a tunnel thing.
Yeah.
I can't
And he's
Would you
actually.
got
guys
all this.
like it though? Would you guys like to have that much money and that much like assets and that
I
much?
don't. I don't think he wakes up thinking about the money. I think he truly wakes up thinking about what can he do to mankind to make it push forward. I don't think he
Mm.
thinks about a
It's
fucking.
just about the mission for him, right? I think.
I
Yeah.
think
You
the
cannot wake up
more,
thinking about money when you're doing this shit that he is.
No. I also think he sees the money just as a tool to make like the mission work, you know.
Yeah.
I honestly think that if he would need to go broke to make the mission work,
cars
probably
and the
just
nice stuff.
yeah.
But then when you get that rich, all of that shit becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like it's pointless, you know?
Yeah. I will say this though, you'd rather because at some point you're obviously going to be able to buy anything in the world, so nothing will thrill you anymore.
No.
And I do think that he found a great solution for that by choosing just extremely complex missions, I guess, or like
He's a
goals for himself to reach and puzzling that out rather than, for example, if you look at the Jeffrey Epsteins and stuff, those people didn't get the thrills
yeah,
and then they went to look into weird fucking shit for that thrill, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're rich to
Mhm.
the point where it empowers them and they feel powerful and then they want more power.
Yeah.
Whereas Elon is so far above those types of
Yeah,
millionaires.
he doesn't seem that way. Yeah.
He's just tackling the biggest problems of our generation, of our century.
Yeah.
He's attacking the biggest problems, basically.
Yeah. Which is, uh, to me, uh, like on the one hand, you need to be a bit, I guess,
Eccentric.
yeah, but also like, I mean, it also means something that you say, I think I can fix that, right? So it,
Yeah.
it means that you have like some kind of a God complex. Otherwise, you're not going to say like, I think I can fix that. But on the other hand, I respect it a lot that he's just going for something like that rather than just buying expensive cars all the time. And, you know, and being like this rich douchebag like all those other guys that then start, I don't know, smuggling children and all that fucking shit.
Speaking of douchebags, nice transition. Dorian Yates is speaking shit again, apparently.
He's not. That's an
He's
old
not.
interview.
Is he not?
That's a fucking old interview, man. That's an interview of 3 years ago, and people are now
Oh, why has he
relating
brought it
it to
up?
Derek.
Why has he brought it up then? What's
Yeah, I don't know
what's
either, man.
Derek saying
This is
here?
just a very old interview. This is literally,
I think they played I'm just talking shit, but I think they must have played that interview to Derek and Derek's took it personally.
yeah.
Is
I
it
think so.
is it the first time that Derek's seen the interview of old?
Yeah, probably.
Potentially.
I think so. But I
Yeah.
think actually that when Dorian said that, I actually think Hardy was was Mr. Olympia.
But like real talk,
Yeah.
What did
do we
Dorian?
think do we agree with let's pick apart Dorian's statement. So Dorian's saying that like those guys back then were the best. And then Derek is saying that this era has took bodybuilding to a new standard in the new stratosphere.
Yeah.
What do you think on Derek's take? Dorian's take? Do you think the old school was better?
Well, I personally think that I'm the biggest Dorian fan, right? So, but
I don't.
I honestly think that it's just like apples and oranges at this point.
I,
It's so different.
I
And
disagree.
what?
I disagree. I
Yeah,
think Martin Fitzwater in Prague would have smashed Dorian.
I think so too. I
I have
agree.
a completely different take to both of you.
Well, no,
But what I think, you know what the thing is though, John? It's this. I'm not sure how I kind of feel like we cannot um, see how big those guys were in the 90s. They were just very beautifully put together and they were very good and very conditioned. But I'm not sure how they I kind of feel like if Dorian would stand next to Martin Fitzwater, he would be small. But I'm not sure if that's the actual case. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Because
hard
otherwise,
to put them
on the other
together.
hand, if you hear like interviews from other people that have seen Dorian in real life, but then again, you kind of get to into that sentimental shit. But like Jay Cutler says, Dorian is like one of the most impressive guys you've ever seen in person, still compared to now. And Jay Cutler has a very good eye, let's be real. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if that's Jay Cutler's image of Dorian in his head or if it's actually what Dorian looked like, you know?
My personal take on it is I actually don't think the 90s was the peak, and I don't think the current era was the peak. I think the actual peak was the Ronnie Coleman
2000.
to Phil Heath era. I think Ronnie Coleman and Phil Heath's era would smash the 90s and today because they were consistently better conditioned to the point where they had the condition of what a classic guy would have now, and they had the size. Whereas the 90s guys often were mismatchy for condition. We take like Lee Priest and Flex Wheeler, for example. Kevin
True.
Levrone was off many times. And then today's, they're quite similar. I think the physiques are a bit less pretty today, and the condition is up and down between shows and between person to person. Whereas if you take like a prime Phil fucking Heath with his fucking straight glutes and hammies dug the fuck
It's fucking
out
ridiculous.
and
Yeah.
stick him, he smokes all of them. And so would Ronnie Coleman in his prime.
But I don't think the lineups were as deep through those years.
Yeah, so what I'm
You
curious
don't
about,
know. Dennis Wolf
Mm,
is not deep, you know. Fucking Kai Green, Dennis Wolf, Jay Cutler was around,
mm.
Dexter Jackson was still there.
but
They
so
were,
Sammy,
they were deep,
I'm just
man.
curious, what do you think makes the 90s so iconic then compared to 2000s? Because I do feel
Because
that there's more like bodybuilding icons coming from the
I think it was a
90s.
combination of everyone could pose better, everyone could put a physique together in a more anatomically proportionate beauty. Like I feel people had an eye for where to put muscle in the 90s. So they all looked like godly statues standing there
Yeah,
with relatively similar
This
proportions.
is a pretty deep lineup, to be fair. Phil Heath,
yeah,
Yeah, like
2013.
look at that. Phil
Phil
Heath,
Heath,
Clyde Dennis,
Kai Green,
Sean,
Dennis,
Dexter J.
yeah.
Dexter, J,
Rowley was
Rory,
underrated as fuck.
Branch
You know,
Warren. Lionel Bayeki was incredible bodybuilder. Just never got.
Martinez got 11th. You got McMillan on the way up. God rest his soul. I missed that motherfucker
Close,
so
also
bad.
Evan
Centopani.
Centopani. Steve Kukla was a great bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony
Tony
Freeman
Freeman,
also, by the way, fucking great to see.
the X-Man. Johnny
Yeah.
Jackson, thick as shit.
You know what I love? Even
Brandon
Brandon
Curry.
Curry is in this. I love that.
Yeah.
Brandon Curry's 17th, bro. That's
By the
What?
way, John, could you one more time like move the mouse over Phil Heath? Because that's like my favorite picture ever of him. Or oh, the picture isn't showing, is it? Yeah. Look at this look. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
and that
This
was not even a conditioned look. He was full blown right there.
is just
Yeah.
fucking sick.
What was the lineups when Jay won? 2006. And then
You had like Phil and Kai on the way up, didn't you? Really, when he was at the top, it was like Phil and Kai on the way up. Um,
so Jay, Ronnie, Victor, Dexter,
Melvin got
Melvin.
fifth that year. Shit.
Gustavo Badell is a great
Oh
bodybuilder.
my God, Gustavo Badell, man, he's
So good.
amazing, bro. He was so good. They were talking about him like he could potentially be next Mr.
Yeah.
Olympia, weren't they?
I actually think he could have easily done that if
But everyone got money. Everyone got money in 2006. Anyone walked over 4K. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's
that's because
nice.
they didn't. That's because they didn't have to share it with classic physique and men's physique.
You guys remember Troy Alves? I
Yeah.
fucking love physique as well.
Roy Alves was fucking
Phenomenal.
awesome.
Troy
Fucking
Alves was so good, man.
Look at that. Holy
awesome.
shit. Just beautiful physique.
Yeah. Trying to find a good.
I need a drink.
Yeah, that one.
He had a sick physique, man. I know this is probably coming up blurry, but he had a really, really cool physique. Yeah, I suppose the lineups were pretty deep. It's just, I don't know. You could have this debate all day long, and it will never get answered. So sometimes you just got to learn to love the question and don't
Isn't it
try and
just a matter
answer.
of taste? Isn't it just a matter of taste? Because honestly, when I saw this year's Olympia, I also was very excited. And I also thought that many people came in good. And I also thought the level was very high and there were a lot of good names. So it's just, and honestly, I remember watching Phil Heath Olympia in, I guess I'm not even sure what year. I think it was his best year, 2013.
2013, when they pulled him out one call out on the
Yeah,
purple trunks, stuck him to the
yeah,
side because he just
yeah.
smashed everyone.
I
I
remember
watched that
watching
on a
that.
big pull down screen. My mate
Yeah,
had one of them big pull down screens that covers the whole fucking
I love
wall.
that.
We were sitting there. And I remember Phil Heath walking out, and we just went
Yeah.
like the best physique you've ever seen. And then
Yeah,
they just put him through one round, and the poor fucker was standing off to the side because they were just judging everyone else.
yeah. It's like, all right, everyone's
That
fighting for second. It's good.
was that 2013.
2013 in the
Yeah,
purple trunks, he just smashed everyone.
basically.
Actually really move, okay, from this original
2013.
But I do feel that yeah, Sammy, I actually think just the Phil Heath Kai Green rivalry was extremely strong. Like those if Phil Heath wasn't there, Kai Green would have literally won all that shit.
Yeah, I agree. And as well, man, it was like if we talk like open guys have kind of always got away since the 90s with like a little less condition.
Yeah,
But in that era, man, everyone was big and round and fucking hard.
yeah,
Like I remember that condition. I remember the condition consistently was better around Phil Heath's era. Um,
yeah. Because 90s many guys came off as
I
like
don't know.
extremely off. Like GP Fucks. He came in like
Sean,
off
not
season.
foe,
Oh, foe.
Fuchs,
My bad.
Fuchs, not fucks.
My bad. But you know who I mean.
Jean-Pierre Fuchs.
You
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
he was the first really of the bad bellies, wasn't he, Jean-Pierre Fuchs?
Yeah.
He was the first one. Everyone says like it was like I don't know who did they say it was the first of the bubble
Me, I
gut,
think.
but Jean-Pierre Fuchs was the. I remember watching an old Mr. Akabi DVD, and do you remember? Have you ever seen it? Where it's him and Nasser El Somati both
Yeah, I
the
love it.
Olympia,
Like
and
with the
it's
short
fucking.
tight, yeah,
And he
with
pulls
Nasser
his
with
shirt off. He pulls Jean-Pierre's shirt off, and Jean-Pierre Fuchs' fucking gut is horrific in it. That was
but
like
it's
the
back
first
though.
time
It's
I ever
back.
went, what the fuck is that? I remember watching it and being like, what is that?
What about do you not remember Palumbo?
Yeah, but
Shit, yes. Yes, you're right. You're fucking right.
Palumbo was after Fuchs though. Jean
Yeah,
Pierre.
I know, but I'm just saying, do you remember Palumbo?
Yeah.
I mean, if they
But
literally
he
named,
actually looked good, John. And there were points in his life where he
Yeah,
looked really
I
good.
know, yeah. He did
yeah,
look good.
he's good. He's a good coach as well, Palumbo.
Look at that synth
Beautiful
on
coach.
both.
I agree with that. I've seen him do a lot of good things with a lot of people. He used to
Kevin
coach a lot of them
Levrone
back in the
prepped
day.
him. Kevin Levrone, he prepped Kevin Levrone one year, and Kevin said it was the best year he ever looked.
Mm.
Really?
I think it was Palumbo that was prepping Levrone when you know that infamous twisting rear double bicep shot that Milos Sarcev took in the gym.
Yeah. That
And
year.
I'm pretty sure that year and those images, Dave Palumbo was prepping Kevin for that.
Interesting.
He's a good prep coach because like you see all of these guys were always peeled. He always got people peeled.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Palumbo is I actually think if you look like at competitions of him when he was younger, so like the nationals and then straight after, I feel he was really good. He just had shit structure, and you can't help that. But he came in dry, always fucking full, round muscle bellies, super big. So it's
I feel
just that
like
the structure was not there, but that's it. Yeah.
I feel like he just continued to compete well too. Like that's all it was. Because I
Yeah.
think most old guys, Branch Warren happened to him as well. Most
Yeah.
old guys, they don't know when to stop, and then their physique start to go out of that.
Yeah.
You could argue that William Bonac started to look a little like that, and then he kind of brought it back again somehow
Yes,
miraculously. He looked like he was going a bit Palumbo-y, didn't he? And then he brought it back.
I agree.
Um, it is a fucking battle when he's getting older and you're still trying to look the same as you did then. Your body changes, doesn't even look the
Yeah,
same shape. Your waist gets a bit thicker, arms get a little bit more strung out,
yeah,
the attachments start moving, like you see the
yeah.
triceps. The triceps is a good giveaway. They start sliding up the fucking arm, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah. And then they start looking a bit elbowy. Happened to
yeah,
Flex Wheeler when he made his comeback.
yeah. You also see it many times in the calves. Like it's almost like the calves flatten out or something. Like they
Mm.
kind of start disappearing, and there's like quite a few signs. But I'm not sure how William did that.
He
I've
like
asked him in
reversed it.
I asked him in a seminar about it, and he said that he pretty much just changed his training style completely.
Yeah, he like reversed the aging of the physique. He started to look aged, and I was like, "Oh, he's gone. He can't come
Yeah,
back.
and then
He can't. He can't look like William again." And then he came
yeah,
back, and he did that Netherlands show where he looked like the most 3D motherfucker I've ever seen. He won that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit, how did he pull that back?"
Did you ask what he did with his training? Did he back off the weights?
yeah. So what he actually did is that he stopped using heavier weights and he started doing like uh, so currently he's doing, or this is my understanding, what he told me. Obviously, I'm not sure what he's doing, but what he told me was that he's pretty much having like training cycles of 6 to 8 weeks, and it's all pretty light work. But it's the way he does it is that he starts a workout that he can do in like 1 hour and 15 minutes. And at the end of the cycle, he can do it in 30 minutes. So he keeps his progressive overload is not in weights or in like training performance, I guess, but it's just in shortening rest times. And at the end, he's literally like taking 10 seconds rest in between sets and moving the same weights he could do at the start.
That's quite.
That's actually kind of how I've adapted my training as I've got older, but
Really?
not through anyone telling me. I just did it instinctively. I
Yeah.
found that a weird one, bro. As soon as I like 38, I still felt like I did when I was in my 20s, and the training felt the same. As soon as I fucking hit 40, it was like something in me just changed, and it's not me. It's not me trying to lean on my age. It's a genuine thing because I wanted to train like that still, but I can't because things don't move the same. It's weird.
Yeah.
So I found actually that if like you don't get the same pumps, that's a weird one. You don't get the same pumps as you did. None of them skin splitting, bursting pumps. They don't feel the same. Um, so yeah, I think that's a lot of the reason why you do tend to shorten the rest time because you're chasing it.
Yeah, you're chasing that pump.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
the biggest guy I know, which is the guy is like 2 meters tall, and I think he's like 150 kg or something like that, maybe even heavier. He trains this way as well. He told me like, Emile, try and train with me, and we haven't gotten to it yet. But he's like, I'm doing 7 seconds rest in between sets. 7 seconds.
What? Are you serious? No, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
That's stand up, breathe twice, sit back down.
yeah. But he literally does that, and his
That's just
workouts last
one.
like 30 minutes. But
That's
it's
just a 30-minute set.
yeah, yeah, just one long fucking set.
I
But
would
he says
say
like and
that
he says like
not
every
much
time I
further.
hit the 7 seconds, I try and change the exercises, and then I start at like 30 seconds and I build it back to 7 seconds again. It's fucking crazy.
I think mine are that dissimilar. I'd say mine are between 10 and 12-second rest periods from what I
Really?
read.
You
Yeah,
don't have 10 and 12-second rest periods, bro.
when I'm not training with you, I do, bro.
Well,
I
It's
actually
just rest pause at that point. But do you go to failure then, Sammy, or not so much, or is it more like
what are we
I don't
squeezing?
go.
10
I
and
don't go
12-second
to.
rest period.
You ain't trained with me other than when I was
No,
at
I'm
yours,
not
and I
having
was training with
I'm
you.
not I'm not having a 12-second rest period.
Well, that's what I've been
One,
doing. I
two,
trained legs.
three, four,
I trained legs last night, and it's pretty much how I trained. Yeah.
12
So
seconds.
I,
just I'm curious, Sammy, with legs, like obviously it takes a lot of oxygen, right? Aren't you just like in semi-cardiac arrest at that point?
Only so my rest periods are probably longer when I was doing leg press yesterday.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah.
But leg extensions, nah. Hand curls, nah. Abductor,
Yeah.
adductor, nah.
So just like
It's
obviously a
just
leg
the
press
just
is
your
just very
com
taxing
yeah.
on you. Yeah.
You're not doing sets then, are you? You're just doing a hard set and then you rest pulls in another 3, 4 times and then moving on. It's not a fucking set.
Yeah, but the
Quite
amazing
right,
thing though is
yeah,
I'm
but
not
now
sure
it's
if
different. Um I'm trying to like blow a balloon up and then cut the air off and then fucking blow it up again and cut the air off. That's essentially how I have to train now.
yeah.
Otherwise,
Do
if I do a
do you
hard set, I just feel it all in my bones and I don't get a pump.
Sammy, can you actually like do you use the same weight for all the sets and can you actually reach like similar reps?
Yeah, I'll reach similar reps and I'll put the weight up,
Sick.
but very small increments. So where I used to taper my weight up by quite high increments,
Yeah, like with a plate a time or something. Yeah.
it's more little increments now. So if I'm doing a pin stack, it's like 2 or 3 pegs rather than like 5 like I used to do.
Yeah.
If I'm doing like a compound lift, it's a half plate rather than another plate.
Yeah,
Unless
exactly.
it's something like leg press, because I can still go up in plates on leg presses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's interesting. I kind of feel like this is the what what I feel that's happening usually is that people get very married to a training style, and then when it stops working for them, they keep doing it, and your physique isn't getting better. But they're like so like, yeah, but this used to work, so I'm sticking to it. And I think it's so interesting when people actually dare to let go of that and try different stuff and pretty much just listen to their body because that's what it is, right? And see how their body changes and responds to different kind of training styles. And apparently, in this case, it's working, right? So, do you feel
I
your physique
was
is getting better, Sammy, by doing this?
hard to say, bro, because I haven't blasted for 2 years now.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so you can't really tell them, but
It's
yeah.
hard to say, you know. Like I would need to put a proper cycle in me to then assess how much I've actually grown or not grown or whatever. Because obviously, without a competition in sight and with just being busy with work, and obviously sorting out a lot of health things, I didn't want to blast while I had the nerve issues with this,
Yeah.
and and Hannah was helping me fix my Hashimoto's. So while I had all of that going on, there was no point in blasting.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah. But what would you say? Have you ever tried? Haven't I mean, we're all fairly fucking long in the tooth in this game. What would you say is the hardest training style that you've ever had to that you committed to and you was like, I'm just gonna try this and see if it works? Because mine was fucking DC. I tried that shit for 12 weeks and it was
NoFap is
really
amazing.
hard.
I love it. It's amazing. To
It
me,
was hard to commit for me though,
What are you talking about? What
you
is
know?
hardest as in
Yeah, like if
hard
you
in the gym or hard
say
to commit
say
to?
like you've at periods in your training you would have committed to high volume, you would
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
committed to progressive overload in the terms of weight, because obviously there's many ways to progressively overload. But let's take
like the logbook progressive overload.
the log booking, yeah, DC, powerlifting, up like because I've done loads of different shit, and the hardest thing for me to commit to, where I really wanted to stop doing it, was dog crap.
Why did you want to
It
stop
was
doing it?
hard.
You didn't
Fucking
like the
I just felt
stretches?
like I was.
one set, isn't it?
I, it's the one set. It's like I would do the set and I'd be like, done now, and I was like, no, this isn't training. But
Then
like
you
my
didn't do
mate,
the set properly, man. The set should have been harder.
it was hard, but like it was just weird. I didn't. You know, we you can all do, because like John can attest for this. Me and John were high volume trainers, yeah.
Yeah.
So we would fucking do a 50 rep set followed by a 50 rep set followed by a fucking like walking lunges followed by. So you're used to giving like a crazy amount of effort, still having energy to fucking go again. And I
Yeah.
loved that shit. I loved like squatting till my eyes bled. So to do that style was really hard for me to commit to because I felt like I wasn't even bothering doing anything in the gym. I thought it was a waste of time having a gym membership. But my mate that did it at the time, he put on a
Nieborg.
shit ton of muscle with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put up
Yeah.
a shit ton of muscle with it. It worked.
I did DC for fucking ages.
Didn't you do YouTube videos on DC back in the day?
Yeah, I
Because
did
you
it.
loved
I
it,
did it
didn't
for
you?
about a year, and it was
Did you
cool.
put on a lot of muscle, John, during
Yeah,
that time?
yeah, I did grow well. I did grow well, but
Yeah.
same thing with Sammy. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy it.
It's funny though.
Not as much.
Even
I love the one set approach. I love it.
I like it. I'm just not gonna lie. Like I've just come across sound like a dick here, but I've trained with fucking loads of people, man. I've trained
Yeah.
with fucking so many people, and honestly, taking a set to failure is fucking easy. Like when Dorian Yates speaks about how hard his training is, like it's not. It's fucking easy. Like I don't care what anybody tells me. Nobody would be able to train with me and show me that I could train any harder at this point. I flat out don't think anyone could make me train harder than I have ever trained in the past. It's not about that for me now.
no,
It's like doing the intensity correctly and make sure I can recover from it. And once
Yeah.
you've done sets with Tom Platz, there's not much more else.
Yeah, you can do.
And just anything like
have you ever tried
Milos,
German volume?
yeah,
Well,
like
all I want to say
Milos
is
style training is really hard.
that was what I was going to say with
That's the
hardest training.
hardest for me.
I think so too. Giant sets at the end of a heavy compound workout.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
trained with a guy called Rob Cannon who was coached by Milos for like 3 years.
He has
And
a great physique, man. Yeah.
yeah, Rob Cannon was a personal trainer over at Crayford's in Kent where we used to live. And I paid him to do some sessions with him. I was like, I wanted to learn Milos style because that's how he still trained. And Rob Cannon was a beast, man. He trained fucking hard. And
He's a big motherfucker as well.
I think those sessions with Rob Cannon were the toughest sessions I've honestly ever done. They were
I can
brutal.
imagine that, man.
Well, I can't. In terms of style, me and Sammy have done tons of brutal sessions, but just in terms of the style and the fucking agony of the giant sets, like I've never felt lactic acid built
Build
up
up so much, right? Yeah.
so much. It's painful.
It's a very different pain from going to failure with heavy weights one
It's
set.
way
Right?
harder than failure
Because
is
how it feels is that after the first giant set, you're like, kill me now, and you need to
Yeah.
do 6 more. And you're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
But DC training and single working sets or two working sets, stuff like that, that is hard over prolonged periods of time. The hard thing about it is that you get really, really strong, and then you're lifting very, very big weights that hit your CNS really hard.
Yeah.
So across the week, when you start getting really strong and you're lifting bigger weights, bigger weights, bigger weights, bigger weights, I'm going to say the fatigue element, the CNS,
Yeah, like punches you in the
yeah, for weeks on end. That is what's hard about it. Taking a set to true failure or beyond with negatives, I don't think is hard once you've been there. Like I
I
don't.
do have to say though, I think for a lot of people, it's hard to actually reach that point.
Oh yeah, for a lot of people it is. I just saying.
But yeah, but I agree. I agree. It's also though, um, I don't know how you feel about it, John, with when you did DC, but don't you feel like you get progressively better at taking that set further? So it's like the first time you start doing that style, your failure is not the same failure as it is at the end of, like in this case, your year of doing it,
I
right?
think I think that's just
Years.
you generally repeat the same movements over and over and over again.
And just get better at them. And
Yeah, I think you get so locked into that specific movement, and then you're right. Like if you started like DC tomorrow, your failure set will not feel the same as it will in 8 weeks from now.
exactly,
It will feel more intense, but I don't think it's necessarily more intense from an external point of view because I think failure is failure, but I think the internal feel of it is completely different.
Well, to me, it feels like the lost rep that you wouldn't be able to do, like let's say 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You are able to push that out right now. Like, like you feel like I can't do it, and you're still keep pushing, and then you actually can do it at some point. And
I
it
know what
feels
you
like you
mean.
can dig deeper and dig deeper and dig deeper and
I
dig
know what you
deeper
mean.
every time, just tiny bits.
I still feel like it comes from just doing the
But I
same
do agree.
thing
I
over
think
and
it's
over
just
and
getting
over.
good at the movement.
Yeah.
I think
Because
so.
like for example, right now for my on my Delton back day I'm doing a high incline dumbbell press. I've been doing it for a while and I'm locked into it. It feels like a barbell to me. I
Yeah,
can
like
control.
from rep one, you're like a
Yeah,
machine.
it
Yeah.
just feels amazing. But if I stopped that now, tomorrow said, right, I'm going to move over to high incline Smith press now, even though
You
it's
need
Smith
to build that
machines,
up again.
it
Yeah.
would feel weird and it
Yeah.
wouldn't feel as good. It would feel like I didn't go as hard on it, although I did, but the intrinsic feel would not be the same.
Yeah. I agree with this 100%. Yeah.
I
It's a weird,
love high incline dumbbells. I think it's such a good movement.
yeah, doing
It's
it.
like over a Smith machine or a bar or a machine. I don't think incline dumbbells can be replicated. I don't know
Um,
why. I just love them.
It's just because this is gonna sound so stupid. It's like the stabilizer muscle. And it's the motion, right? You can go, you
Yeah.
can just go in a little bit, like
it's
When I do it, I'm just thinking about my elbows being pulled
yeah, coming
together.
in to get it.
You
Yeah.
know, it's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was
It's probably it's probably my favorite incline movement is an incline dumbbell press. Love it.
yeah, it's I was literally doing it today.
But German volume training was the most pain I've ever felt.
I've
The
done German
fucking
like
squats 3 times a week, right?
No, German volume training is that
10 by
10
10.
sets of 10, isn't it?
Oh, it's the 10 times 10. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
The 10 sets of 10. Fuck, man. The
Yeah.
pain. I did that with leg extensions. Oh my God.
What weight do you choose though? You obviously don't choose a failure weight. You choose
You
just
have
like
to keep
a
the
hard weight.
same weight. Yeah, you have to keep the same weight the whole way through. And it's got to be fairly heavy. And
Yeah.
that hurt me, mate. That hurt me. I felt like my actual skin was going to
What
explode.
What do you think the hardest set is? Like, the hardest exercise and the hardest set that you've not that you've ever done, but like every time you do it, it just fucking kills you. It's got to be a quad. Surely it's got to be a
It
quad.
has to be a quad movement. And I would probably say the
You know what I
one,
mean? Like, what's the hardest?
yeah, it's got to be for me. It's a walking barbell lunge.
Is it? They
There's
kill you.
nothing that will absolutely test your limit. Like if you do it like we used to do it with a heavy barbell
Yeah.
and you fucking lunge till you drop. Like
True, yeah.
we never used to do like that style lunge.
It did. I feel like I could go through it though. I still fucking hate leg extensions. I love them, and I
Yeah,
hate
leg
them.
extensions suck. Leg
The
extensions do suck.
pain.
John once
So I
done
like to go to
walking
war on
lunges
leg
with
extensions.
100 kilos.
Yeah,
What?
John once done walking lunges with 100 kilos, and he
120,
clean,
bro. 120, clean jerked 120.
yeah, 120, and
You clean jerked it up.
Yeah,
he cleaned it up on the floor.
just see if I can find it.
John,
That
weren't you afraid to fucking hit your head with that weight?
Nah, man.
Like just drop it like at the back of your head.
I, I went to the hospital when I was 18 because I was doing walking lunges with 100 kilos, and I passed out on the third rep, fell backwards, hit the bar. That's true story. I literally went
Why
to
did you pass out though? Was it like a nerve thing in the neck, or was it just you pushing to?
passed out from trying to stand up so hard, fell backwards, woke up on the bar with my mate sort of like waking me up. And I was like, what happened? He was like, you passed out. My mum come pick me up and then they took me to hospital. And because I said it was my head, they rushed me straight through and I had to have is it CT scan?
CT scan, yeah.
Yeah.
John was an animal back when he was in his 20s, bro. He was an animal.
I'm a
To
fucking
train
animal
to,
now, man. I'm just more sensible because I just don't.
yeah, but that's
I
what I
know.
mean. You
I
was
know
an
I
animal.
don't.
Like he
I don't
was
need to do it now.
he was
Are there
like,
times, John, when you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do like a set for the sake of the set?
I
that
think
was every
I
week,
think it
bro.
was
That
about
was every week with John in his 20s. That was every
Yeah,
week.
I know, but I mean, right now, now you're sensible.
well, it's because I know I don't think it helped me build more muscle. I think it was all about testing my like,
Mental limits.
yeah, what can I do? You know,
And
now
a
I
lot of it
know
was
what I
just
can do.
fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. I love it. I love
A lot of it was
fucking hard
fun.
shit.
I would say to him, we would load up the
It was
leg
just
press,
funny.
like full to the brim, and then stick someone on top of it and say, like, John, do like 70 reps. And he'd just go, oh,
All
for
right,
fuck's
let's
sake.
fucking do that.
And
The
yeah,
one that we filmed was 100 kilo lunges, but I swear on
Yeah, I believe you, man.
my dad's grave, I don't 120. These are the look how small I look.
yeah,
Look
was,
at these
Don't
pants, John. What
I
the
don't
fuck are
even
these
look like
pants?
I know I don't know what I was doing, mate. I don't
was
even
you a pro at this point? Was you a pro at this point?
no.
No, you weren't, was you?
It doesn't even look like I can lift 100 kilos.
I was filming this shit. You were so strong though, man.
It said I had Mong strength.
He did have Hmong strength.
I
He would
definitely
just,
bounced it off the knee a little bit, but fuck it, still did it. There's Sammy.
yeah. Oh, there's me. I thought I was filming it. Look how fat I am in that. Shit. Well, is that attire as well?
I don't know what any of us are wearing.
Yeah. That was when I went through my Gymshark phase.
To be honest, I think we actually did 120 after that. We just did because I thought we think that was as heavy as we was gonna go. And then I was like, 100 weren't too bad. I was like, easy.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, we used to do funny shit. We used to do all sorts of
This is very good form.
yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, we always used good form, man. We always
I
used
don't know
good
about
form.
them lunges. They were a bit bouncy.
Yeah, but it's 120 kilos, like, you know.
Yeah, we used to do. We used to have fun. We used to do like GHR with chains. Just used to do fun stuff.
I love this.
Yeah,
Yeah, we used to love the GHR, didn't we?
yeah, it was well on the GHR.
The chains, man, like the full branch warrant style
Yeah,
chain.
we just used to try and hurt each other.
Yeah, but that's the best. That's the best.
I'm not even sure if I was rowing this very well. Like I used to lift more weight back. Well, no, I can still lift that, but I'm just smarter now.
Bro, I just gotta say these pants though. I'm glad you got rid of
John,
these pants.
John wore these trousers. There's a story behind these trousers, bro. John would wear these trousers every fucking leg day, right? To the point where the crutch ripped out of them, and John would always train with no boxers on. So one time he's sitting there and his nut literally fell out the bottom of it, and his nut was just hanging out. And we were like, bro, you've got to get rid of them trousers for fuck's sake.
Yeah, see, we just used to have fun. I'll pick
How
it up.
much is this? How much is it?
I don't know. 120, 130.
We used to love just the testing shit, didn't we? It was fun, man.
Yeah. Just
I'm not gonna lie, this is just stupid shit. This one
this is what
arm
we used to do. This is
just
when
I don't
asking
even.
for a fucking bicep injury.
yeah, we just used to do just put weight on the bar and just do it.
That was you did 21 reps of 180. Yeah.
What's the heaviest you've ever squatted, John?
220. Once I got to 220, I was like, can't be bothered to
I'm
go.
gonna go further than this.
I think this is 200.
Like you never tried like
Oh,
a
this is 220. Okay, no, so I
you've
would
never tried like a one rep max kind of thing.
no. So this was 220. So I probably done 5.5 plates, and then I just sort of stopped going for strength.
Yeah, I get it.
I just
No,
didn't.
It's also
that's
just
the.
at some point it becomes scary, right? It's you like you lock it out and you
You've
step
done
back
six
and you're like,
plates, man.
Have
You've
I done
done
six?
six plate. You've done 6 plates when we went to Muscleworks.
Yeah.
You done 6 plates because you used the Luke Sandow squat bar and you was like, I'm
Oh
gonna do
yeah,
6 plates.
yeah,
it's very good form though, John. This is for
yeah. So that
So
was
John,
220 for
John,
5, and I was what 26 there, 25. But I just don't feel the need to do it anymore. I don't know.
do you feel that
Maybe I should go back
as
there.
you've grown that you're like obviously you're still reaching failure every now and then, but I actually think
I
you
reach
reach
value.
failure every training, right?
I reach value all the time. It's now I
Yeah,
would rather squat 3 plates on the Smith and sit my ass to my ankles and stand up perfectly
straight.
vertically without my hips coming back and not locking out at the top and just sitting in the pain zone. So
Yeah.
I just
So you
like
just feel like you get way more out of the muscle rather than
yeah,
just weights, right? Yeah.
like right now I do when I do Smith squats tomorrow, um I'll do like 3.5 plates for about 10 to 12, then another set of 3 plates for like 10 or 12, and then sometimes one more. So I'm doing like more sets now, keeping the reps. I don't often do six to eights anymore. I
Okay,
just
yeah.
don't feel like the more I train around the 10 to 12, 10 to 12 reps, Jay Cutler style, I feel like my physique just looks rounder. I don't
Interesting. Yeah.
feel that the 6 to 8
Maybe.
do me anymore. Maybe this is a thing that I've noticed from, being a little bit older now, 33 now. Like I used
Yeah.
to do hard, heavy sets all the time. If I do that now, I find that I just get fucked.
Like all of the problems, none of the benefits.
Yeah,
Like,
like I just get more problems. Like because you're stronger, right? So if I start pushing strength, I don't know,
yeah.
it just doesn't feel as good. And honestly, I don't enjoy it as much. I like I like that 10 to 12 reps.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know,
I
um,
also it's just I
Do you
think
some
it's
still
interesting
do
how
you still
training changes.
do you still squat before you leg press, or have you changed that around?
I squat after leg extensions before leg press now.
So I swapped mine around. I squat after leg press now,
That's cool.
and my reasoning behind it is purely from an ego standpoint. Yeah, is one thing that I found is I used to love like squatting a good bit of weight, from when we trained. And it's very, very hard when you realise that shit's getting harder. Yeah. So what I do now is I pre-exhaust myself on the leg press
To
so that
justify the lighter weight.
to justify the lighter weight. But then as like going now I'm going on to the squat, they actually feel better because of that reason.
Funny. I think it probably is also just you cannot fuck up your back when you when you pre-exhausted with leg press. It's just
How did
because
you?
legs are just tight.
I'm gonna get some pictures of you up, Emile. So if anyone's watching, how did you train for your show?
Dorian Yates.
Emile just competed. He got second in his
Two
class,
seconds.
stacked class. This is
Two
amazing.
seconds. 2 seconds.
That's all right. Yeah. How did you? What was your
I'm saying
training?
it like it's good. 2 seconds is good.
I'm quite happy with it, man. I'm quite happy.
I,
But
I was you. I was going on to say in a fucking stacked class. That's what I said.
yeah,
It's
very
fucking awesome.
I
thanks.
think you should have won a meal.
What?
I think you should have won, bruv.
Thank you, man. Honestly, the other guy was just more conditioned, or he wasn't necessarily more conditioned, but he was drier.
What was
And
your training? Look at this. Fucking boom. What
just
was your
my
training like?
Dorian Yates style, man. One set
Yeah.
to failure, 4 sets each muscle. I do have to say though, for certain body parts, I switch it up a bit. So what I usually do is that I do a heavy compound,
Yeah.
2 heavy compounds, and those are pretty much my progressive overload sets, and the
Yeah.
sets I really try to maximize.
That
And
front chest looks beautiful.
thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, and then for other body parts, I see it as like isolation movements, and I do a bit more pump work. So I
Yeah.
still do build up to one heavy set, but the heavy set is more reps, so it's 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 rather than 6 to 8.
Yeah.
And that's it. And honestly, though, for arms,
Same,
because I have to bring
same
my
as
arms up very much,
same split as Dorian, like chest, biceps, back, legs, delt, tricep.
no, I do quads, then I do have a rest day. Then I do
No.
chest and shoulders then I do hamstrings, then I do arms because my arms are shit, so I need one separate arm day,
Okay.
and then I do a back day.
And
But
then
yeah, man, it's pretty much the yeah, for me, the logic in it would be I try to progress on the compound movements and get very strong at those. And the other movements are pretty much so it's do a lot of damage in the first two exercises and then fill the muscle with a lot of blood by doing a bit more sets on the other ones.
yeah,
I
nice.
take everything to failure always because I love failure.
Mm.
And except for arms, because arms I do 4 sets and 4 exercises for both biceps and triceps.
That's what I do.
And I do 20 reps on every one of them,
Fuck yeah.
except for the last one. The last one is a failure set, and that's just a little bit heavier. But I found that the HIT doesn't work for my arms, so I had to try something else. And I came across this Flex Lewis, Neil Hill style training, and that has worked really well
Flex
for me.
Lewis, Neil Hill, what's that for arms?
A lot of reps.
Yeah, so it's pretty much what they do is it's a lot of reps, a lot of high rep stuff. They finish it off with like a 50 rep set or a 100 rep set. So I do that as well. And it's pretty much short rest periods, and just doing 20 reps, 20 reps, 20 reps, 20 reps,
Are the 20 rep sets to
and then one heavy one.
or do you fall short of failure to keep?
No, so only on the last one. So I do 4 sets total, and so the first one is pretty much a warm up with 20 reps. Then the second one is like a medium set with 20 reps. And then the last one usually is failure at 20 reps. And then the fourth set is a heavy set. So that's like 8 to 10 reps.
Yeah.
But it seems to work really well. And short rest periods, like 30 seconds max.
Yeah. You should try the John Meadows arm workout that he laid out. I always do it. Not
Yeah,
every
I've tried it before. Yeah, I know which one you mean. Like from the mountain dog programs, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but he honestly he's got loads.
Yeah.
One of the ones I did was his is 3 sets, but it's of 25 reps. But it's 2 sets to so basically you do a warm-up set 25. You should pick a weight that is like just not too light, to be honest. He goes quite moderate.
Yeah.
So for the next set, you know what failure looks like. And then you basically just pick a weight. You try and get to 25 for failure, but you pick a weight that's heavy enough that you fall short of 25. So you might get to
cheat them.
Yeah, you might get to failure like 20, and then you rest, do another 5, get to 25, and then you do that again. So you might only get like 15 failure, and it's just rest pause. But it's basically just 2 working sets, but then it's the same thing. It's like 4 bicep, 4 tricep. You just do 2 working sets. Once you've done a warm-up set on the first bicep and first tricep exercise, you're just doing 2 sets of 25, but essentially they're all rest pauses. But oh my God, when I do that, fuck me, my arms are like screaming. But I normally do it like every other week or every third week, because if you do it every week, it just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, it's just over.
Yeah, just don't.
I like stuff like that. I found that it seems to me that arms are a muscle, for me at least, that just need a lot of pump and not need like the damage. Whereas, for example, back for me is the opposite. I need a lot of damage on my back rather than pump.
Yeah.
Actually, the way my legs grew is also true, doing a lot of damage first. So I do the heavy compounds and just leg extension and adductors pumpy way.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like different body parts need different things. And I also feel that for different people, that like everyone needs to solve their own little puzzle of what they need to do for what body part to make it grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, and I kind of feel like I'm finally understanding my little puzzle. But it's been a long road to do that.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean.
I think that if people can actually let go of their training styles to then discover what their weak body parts need, because obviously what you're doing for your strong body parts is working already, but your weak body parts apparently need something different. And then it's just trying all these different styles until one of them is like, yeah, this works.
Agreed.
think when you
And
do,
it's a very weird thing because I was actually married to the HIT training because it worked so well for like my legs and my back. But yeah, I saw like my arms just were shit, man. I was like, something's got to change, you know. And then I started training in the opposite way, and it started working. So it's kind
so
of weird.
I'm the opposite with legs. I'm like high volume on quads and then low volume, more weight, lower rep ranges on hams, glutes.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
It's just yeah, I kind of feel like it's really like a puzzle that's very individual for everyone. And the key is
I'm
figuring
similar
it
to you, John. I'm like high volume quads, heavier on hams and glutes.
Yeah. My hams blow the fuck up when I literally just, I'm lying. I said I didn't do 6 to 8. So I do. Hams is the one thing I will do like hard sets of 6 to 10 on, but extremely controlled. And my hams blow the fuck up. But
out. What kind of exercises do you do, John, for Hemis?
just standard, man. Lying, seated.
Yeah, stiff leg deadlifts or no?
No, I do weighted hyper extensions with a barbell.
Okay.
Chain loaded GHRs.
Yeah, chain head jazz. Yeah, no, I've been
Big-
I haven't been doing any well, I say I don't do hip hinging. I normally do a it's like my own hip hinge the way I do it for back. So it's not a rack pull because I don't have it on the rack, like, but it's free bar, but it's not an RDL either. It's like a wide grip only to the knee, and then I just stand up and flex into my lats. It kind of looks weird, but I can literally blow my lower lats up with the
from
way
doing
I
that.
do it, and I don't know what I call it. It's just is I just feel it.
The John deadlift.
Yeah,
Derek Lunsford do that. Derek Lunsford, he does like
Mm.
a wide stance, wide grip.
snatch grip. Fuck for the lats.
Yeah,
It's,
he does.
But the way you hinge, you have to hinge well over the bar so the lats actually take the load. I don't hinge my hips back to try and feel out through the glutes and hams. It's
Yes.
literally just like straight over.
Then you like pull the bar against you, I think, right? Or no?
Yeah, and I
Like
pull. I'm
you
trying
try
to do
to
like
keep
a.
the
I
bar
basically,
close.
yeah, I basically try and do a front relaxed into the bar.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do a front relaxed into the bar and then just use my lower back to hinge. And I don't go crazy heavy. It's like two and a half plates aside.
Interesting.
I do that on my back day, and then I do weighted hyper extensions for glute and hams, and then I squat, leg press.
That's interesting, man.
I don't. Honestly, the reason I don't do like stiff legs or deadlifts is I'm pretty sure I can get pretty fucking strong on them. I used to be really strong, so again, it's one of them things where I don't do it because I don't want to chase the weight, to be honest. Because when I start lifting crazy heavy, I haven't seen more muscle.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And there's also just the risk factor, right?
Yeah,
It's like honestly, to me, sometimes obviously I like lifting very heavy weights, so I do it.
Yeah.
But every time I pull out a weight, I really need to. I have days where I decide to not go as heavy because I feel that in the warm-ups, I feel something is a little off. And I just know that if I'm going to lift that weight, I can still do it, but I'm going to injure myself anyways, you know? And I really had to learn that the hard way. Because obviously, like missing one heavy set in a workout is not going to be the end of the world. But in your head, you're like, I'm a fucking pussy. I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the moment you do it, I pulled my hamstring like literally 3 times this way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, when I feel this feeling, I'm not gonna deadlift like 5.5 plates or 6 plates, you know, fuck that shit. So it's kind of, I feel like you need to really be in touch with your body in order to keep doing that without injuring yourself.
I feel like you also need to keep your ego in check because I feel like the RDL, stiff leg, deadlift, anything like that is like, even if you're a logbooker 1% guy, there's an element of ego that's creeping into these PBs and numbers that you see inflate.
Of course.
Which is a good
but then
thing.
that's when it's a good thing to a point, because then even the most experienced lifter can get sucked into that. Or I've got to put a bit more weight on the bar. Yeah, and
And
also
it's
as
not a
well, when,
problem. That's not a problem until you actually, I don't know, let's say you you had a stressful day and you're kind of a little bit more tired than you usually are, but your logbook says you could do 6 plates, so I should be able to do 6 plates. And then you're like, I'm this guy that can do 6 plates, blah, 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 blah. And then you fucking do it and you pull something. It's every damn time that way. So yeah.
or even people that just are used to filming their sets and uploading them,
Yeah.
they
True.
almost, because then you
Yes.
almost get like, oh, the last time I posted it was this, and then if I don't post something more, then you
People
know,
think I'm becoming weak.
yeah.
While people are not thinking that at all, but you are thinking.
I do believe there's an element of that, which is why, and also you can lose a bit of the benefits of the movement, because I do feel like if you do like more of a 2 plate, 3 plate, depending on how strength you are, because it's all relative. Um, you can go past point of no return where then you start blowing your waist out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I do think that's real. When everyone says about the waist, I do believe that the waist can be blown out a lot by pulling heavy from the floor.
Well, I think it's only the case if you don't wear a belt, because the thing is that if you brace into the belt does all the core work,
Yeah.
essentially. And if you don't brace into a belt, then you brace into your own fucking core.
Yeah.
And then it's, yeah. I mean, if you look at Keown, for example, he always wears a fucking belt. Derek, by the way, too, with heavy lifts. And I think it's just because of that. So it's also just to not get a fucking herniated belly button. But yeah,
And yeah, belly button.
yeah.
That's one of them where you it can really take away from a physique when you see a massive belly button poking out, can't
Bro,
it?
my mom, right? My mom at my last competition, my mom, she was in the audience, and I love her. She's like, she actually gets bodybuilding quite well because she just asked me like a lot about it to understand it. Um, but she came like backstage after the show, and she was like, there were like I think 90% of the guys had an umbilical hernia. She's like, and I just couldn't look away from the belly buttons. I couldn't even see the physique. I just saw this belly button popping out all the time.
It's well unsightly, bro. I remember when it happened to Phil Heath,
Yeah,
and it just ruined his physique, didn't it? It was so hard because you've been used to seeing this perfect physique, and then when it happened to Phil Heath, it was like shit.
yeah.
Because it's never going to be the same after that either, is it?
I'm worried for Keown's midsection. It seems to be getting worse.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it was at this Olympia, wasn't it? It really was.
Well, the problem obviously is that if you have these dilated abs, Ronnie had the same, and you keep loading them heavy, they're contracting obviously, but they're contracting against that dilation. So at some point, the dilation becomes wider and wider and wider. I don't think there's really actually anything you can do about it.
I don't think there is.
No.
There is.
I think my abs are slightly dilated, just ever so slightly.
Yeah, you think so? I'm not. Yeah, but I think that if it's one app, it's not really a problem. But if it's like the whole set,
Yeah, it's just
It
the
looks like a vagina on your
yeah,
mid.
the center.
yeah,
My top two are
that,
together, and then the middle two,
You got a fucking
there's
puss
like a
midsection. You've got problems.
tiny, yeah, there's like a tiny gap between it. I can feel it, but I think it starts off as just a genetic thing, and then obviously gets exacerbated through training.
yeah, through training. Yeah, I think so too, man.